Hi, it's Harmony, and welcome to In Harmony Training and to Intention.love. We are here for the last 10 days of the last 10 years of your life and looking forward to 2020 and what we want to create for ourselves in that decade. Yesterday, we talked about are you aware of what you want? Today, we're going to talk about the people that share your story. I'd like you to think about the people in your life. Just stop. I'm literally going to stop for a second. I'd like you to think about the people in your life. It's funny, actually, who pops into our mind when I say that. And today I want to take you on a little exercise with me to help you see things a little differently about your life with people. So, will you play along with me? And first of all, I'd like you to think about the top of mind. Now, I'm not saying these are the top. You're not judging or putting people in priority. I'd just like you to go for the top of mind people, the people who come to you quite quickly that you love. So we're starting with loved ones, and I'd like you to think about the first 5 or 6 people that you love that come to your mind. And I would recommend actually that you pause this for a second and you write them down. So let's think about them for a minute. The top 6 people who you love who come to your mind. Instantly, that starts flooding into my consciousness, right? Okay, I love my mom. I love my kids. But I'd like you to write their names down. Okay, so please take the top 6 that come to your mind and write their names down. Pause this video, do it. Okay, did you pause the video? I hope so. I hope you took the time to do this so it'll be effective for you. Secondly, I'd like you to do the exact same thing. Who are the top 6 friends that pop into your consciousness when I have this conversation with you? Who are the people who just, bam, there they are. You think about them. Yeah, that person, they're a good friend of mine. They're a wonderful friend of mine. Pause the video, write their name down. Okay, great. Now that you've done the exercise, or if you are live with me and you've just scribbled, I'd like you to take their top characteristic and write that next to their name. So I'm thinking about my mom. There you go, under loved ones. Let's just take her. I really love my mom. She comes to my mind immediately. And the instant word that comes to my mind about my mother is independent or self-sufficient. And she has super proven that in her life. Independent, self-sufficient. Okay, so I would have Helen, independent, self-sufficient, or mom, whatever. So I'd like you to do that with your top 6 loved ones and your top 6 friends. What is the word that you would use that really stands out about them that you would use to describe them? You'll have to pause the video, or you'll have to scribble if you're with me live. Of course, if you're with me live, you can always, this is a short video, you can always come back and do it afterwards. Okay, so I know you haven't had enough time, but in light of moving on, let's progress with this then. So you've got these 12 words. Hopefully you found 6 people in both categories. However many words you have, 8 words, 12 words, I don't care. You've got these words that are describing the people that come to you top of mind and the characteristic about them that stands out to you the most, either good or bad characteristic, I don't care. In fact, you being honest about that is really a critical element. You need to tell the truth, the word that stands out to you the most about that person. So maybe take a moment and correct that if there's anything to correct. Okay. All right. Now with that in mind, I'd like you to take a list of all of those words, make a list of those words. The list, combine them, of the 6 words you had for your loved ones and the 6 words you had for your friends. Just write them out in a list. Once you've done that, I want you to understand something. That is a mirror of you. Who you are is reflected in and back from the people you most resonate with. So when you see these things in people, you are not just seeing them in people, you are seeing them in you. Now, some people question me on this and say, well, how can you say that for sure? I mean, these people are random. They're just people in my life. That's just a characteristic I noticed. Here's why. Because from what we understand from the way the brain works, we selectively see things. We selectively see things that we resonate with, we have similar energy with, we feel we understand. Things we don't actually understand, or things we don't resonate with, or doesn't matter to us, we don't even recognize about those people. That doesn't even come to mind about those people because it's not important to us. What is important to us is what we'll notice. And what we notice it because it has value to us, because in our own life, this is something of meaning. These people, the composite of these people, and that's why it's good if you have 12, even 15 answers to this, they make up a mirror to yourself of yourself. Now don't get excited and don't get down. It may not be the mirror that you want to look in for the next decade of your life. There might be things you want to change. And if you do, you'll be able to identify them a little more clearly by being able to see them in someone else. That will help you to be able to see it in yourself. This is what I mean when I talk at Intention.Love about creating space and creating self-awareness. If I can see it in you, it's much easier to identify it in you, and then perhaps to see the reflection of that in myself. It's a gentler form. So take some time with this today. Take a look at it. See what you think about the mirror. See what you'd like to carry forward. See what maybe you'd like to change. Maybe there's nothing. Maybe there's lots. But whatever you do, do this without judgment. If we start getting into a judgment thing about ourselves, we will shut this process down. If you remember yesterday when we talked about becoming self-aware, the critical aspect of it is that we're able to enter into it without feeling condemned for it. The minute we feel condemned for it, even by ourselves, we will become defensive and tune it out. This requires vulnerability on your part. The only person who is doing this with you is me. And heck, I'm on this video. I'm not there watching your list. I don't know what you're saying. No one knows but you. You can be completely honest. But while you're being honest, will you be gentle? Because there's a reason why these things exist. It's a culmination of many things in your life. We all have parts about ourselves we want to change. And so this is a stepping stone and not a hurdle. Okay? I'll see you tomorrow for December 23rd. Oh my goodness. Only a couple of days till the big day. December 23rd, our third day in the last 10 days of the last 10 years of your life. Looking forward to 2020. I'd so appreciate it if you would subscribe or like or share. Take an action, will you? That helps me do what I do in the world as I help you do what you do in the world. Thank you so much for the privilege of being in your life. See you next time.